that the court case, the case was dismissed. I want a clarification. Was it outright dismissed or for contract or technical reason? One, you see the league has no sponsors. What happened to the total agreement in the NBPL? And then lastly, based on the Minister of Youth and Sport, in his way he inaugurated he dissolved the previous board and for the technical committee. We believe that the election is going to hold the election by this September. And we are able to see the guideline. If the guideline is out, are you going to contest for the election and what are you going to do differently?
So, very interesting questions. So they are quite very short answers. So the case was dismissed simply because there was no substance. So I don't know whether that's technical or however it is you want to. But I'm sure some of you are there, I think in court, and the court papers are there, and they are public documents, so you can interrogate that. But I think what is important is not whether it was technically dismissed or in fact whether there was true substance or whatever it is. It is that it has paved way, for us to be able for our players to play, for the owners of the clubs to be able to express themselves, and of course for Nigerian Premier League to be visible. I think that's really the most important thing. I would have hoped that was done in the first 6 months. The second one, you said the Premier League, no sponsors. What happened to the total sponsorship? So I'm also very happy you're asking this question, simply because the total sponsorship is a very unique type sponsorship. Very first time is happening in Nigerian basketball. It wasn't for the Premier League. It was for the Divisions 1 and 2. So again, you remember that we had the first sponsorship in 2019 for 2 years from Total. Again, groundbreaking. We had never had any title sponsorship for Divisions 1 and 2 in basketball in the country. Total was very happy with what they saw, and we signed off a 5-year sponsorship with them, from 2020. So 2020, 2025. So again, for us, we feel that Total as a sponsor has seen value in what we have done, grassroots, going down to the various all-comers Division 2 where, 36 times 2 teams play. Initially, competitively, I'm not talking about the preliminaries in each state. They have to produce two teams each. And we're quite encouraged by what we see. So that has now become the good pipeline of talent identification, scouting, and order to Division 1. And hopefully, when our Premier League takes off in a sustainable way, that would be where most of the talent will come from. They would also feed the national team. Very good for Nigerian basketball by way of its visibility, by way of its achievements globally, by way of what I would call the domestic minus the Premier League scene. Basketball has become a sport that is Nigerians are expecting Nigeria to go out and actually win without excuses. So for me, that tells me that we're on the good path. And for me, what will be important going into the elections is for us to be able to make these programs very sustainable. So again, I'm ready to serve in whatever capacity that I can, president or not, by the way. In order to put this process and structure in place so that Nigerian basketball can only be better. So it's a roundabout way of answering your question, but again, I'm available if the Nigerian basketball stakeholders so deem. I will serve in whatever capacity. Thank you.